Yes, sir, man. What up? It's your boy P. Roy reporting live all the way from Tembisa. This is the motherfucking first episode for our podcast. It's called Touch Base with Roy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna be rocking everything hip hop, everything rap, everything media, everything new age art. We're just gonna be rocking like everything that's like really relevant right now and like really about everything hip hop. So some of y'all niggas out here don't know me. I go by the name of P. Roy, aka Rorisang, all the way from the Eastern Cape, but I'm rocking out here in the dirty, you know what I'm saying? I've been rocking out here in the dirty for some while, man. Like shit. First time I got here was like what, 2009? Yeah, 2009. I was doing grade 5, you know what I'm saying? So I hope really like everybody from the what's the side? The Rabasutu side, if you know the primary school that side next to the mall. Yeah, I used to go there like right behind the police station and shit. It's called Child Academy. Yeah. So yeah, man, this is what we're gonna be doing today. I'm just like that nigga. I'm a rapper. Some of y'all don't know me. Some of y'all know I'm a rapper. I make music. I love hip hop music. I'm a fan of hip hop music more especially. That's like pretty much the reason why I'm doing this whole podcast thingy that y'all see me doing out here. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just really like I really like conversations about hip hop, songs, videos, like the work and energy and time put behind it. Like all of that shit, like just like really rocking with it. So yeah, I'm gonna just give y'all a background story of like how I really started rapping. It goes back to like 2013. Yeah, 2012, 2013, that's when like I really started rapping. Like I used to meet this other nigga, I met this nigga named Royal Prince. Yeah, shout out to Royal Prince, man, the OG. He's all the way from the Eastern Cape too. So he's the nigga like them niggas are like in the cast, like when you niggas at the cast is like really having like dope swag, them niggas got the girls and shit, everybody likes them. I would be like, damn, one day I feel like be like them niggas, you feel me? Like I ain't even try to play that shit. So one day they had a show at my hometown. They had a show, I think it was a Saturday or something. So they had a show and I got into the show. I managed to get into the show, like got tickets and shit, got inside. The niggas were performing, they rocked it. There was honeys out there, they were screaming, going crazy, fucking with the vibes and shit. I was like, damn, bro. Them niggas got that nice strip, later strip at that time. Like, J's was still the shit. So they're like wrecking J's, Timberlands. So what happened was after the show, I walked up to them niggas. One of them niggas like really was like close to where I stay at. Like his house was not really far from where my house was at. So I like walked up to him because I think I kind of knew him a bit. I was like, yo, bro, I'm trying to do the shit that you do. How you do that shit? Cause to be honest, personally, like I've always like had how can I say this shit, like a background of hip hop music, cause like TV and shit, Channel O, they would play like T.I., play all them niggas, so they would play like hip hop. So I was a bit familiar to it, but I was not really a fan like that. So it was like, yeah, man, this is rap, this is hip hop, like there's verses, there's hooks. He gave me the whole basis of writing music, like raps, hooks, bars, punchlines, metaphors, catchy hooks, club hits, like how to differentiate all that shit, and like some sentimental shit too. So he put me on Wheezy, like yo, gave me a bunch of songs by Ross, Port of Miami, like I got on Port of Miami because of that nigga. The Cutter 4, because like Jordan was already out by then, like Cutter 4 was on that shit, and T.I., Machine Gun Kelly used to put, I don't know if y'all niggas still remember Wow Boy by that nigga Machine Gun Kelly. I think that's like his debut hit single, like first global hit single. So that nigga put me on that shit. Yeah, man, fast forward 2014, I was in Joburg. I met this nigga named Steezy, one of my best homies. Shout out Caesar. He was making music, I was writing raps, like he had a young PC at his house, so we like started making music because we had just homies outside the studio before, And then yeah, from there we just rocked it, boom boom boom. We met Tyler. Some of y'all niggas know Tyler, the hit maker, Banyana, Izolo, Bella Chow. So we met that nigga, started making music with him and shit, cause he had like a whole studio, like oh shit, I got the mics, this mic stand, like some of the shit, like the shit that we're using right here in the studio right now. I never even see that shit before that nigga, so he's like one of the niggas who also like groomed my writing and music and shit. Both me and Steezy, So yeah, man, and then boom boom boom, right here I'm now. Fast forward 2022. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year, people! Like, damn, you should Didn't y'all niggas pop some fucking crickets and shit? Didn't y'all niggas do fireworks? Cause I was just like super drunk that day, you know, like I was like super late. But yeah, happy new year, man. Hope y'all niggas got big plans, cause I got fucking major plans for this year, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm really gonna be rocking like hard, grinding, no play. I ain't really playing about that shit, like for real. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Hip hop back to back. So we're gonna do a little wrap up like for 2021 hip hop. You know, like how Spotify does the Spotify rap. So yeah, we're gonna do something like that. Not really like that, but some like just a whole, you know, summary of like how 2021 went. So yeah, we gotta talk about Blxckie, man. We gotta talk about Blxckie. There's no 2021 hip hop without Blxckie Somnyama, man. Like really, like y'all niggas know that nigga had like. Personally, I feel like that nigga had one of the greatest runs ever since who MT had one, but like it was not. I feel like ever since Casper. Yeah, I just feel like that ever since Casper, that nigga blew up last year. Like his real first major hit, cause I don't know about his core fan base that probably knows like the songs before, but I knew that nigga when Big Time Slapper drop. I was like, ooh, I remember seeing the videos. Was like, damn, when did the young kids get on? Cause like OG used to run the game like Cass, you know, like KOs and shit. And I'm like, and I'm seeing the visuals. I'm sitting at home. I'm seeing the visuals, the video. I'm like, damn, like the kids really got some shit right there. You know what I'm saying? So I heard Big Time Slap and was like, okay, this is a hit. And then after that, it was like shit. He announced the album. You know what I'm saying? That nigga announced the album. I love the fact that he announced the album like so quick, cause a lot of niggas, man. Remember Young Swiss? Yeah, let me just like get into that shit, cause I ain't trying to hate on nobody and shit, but yeah. Remember Young Swiss? Young Swiss, he had a dope ass run. David Gennaro was out. He was banging. He had that song. Who had on? They had that song by Slick. What's the song called? But there was Tellerman on it. There was Mayo. He had that song Mayo. You know what I'm saying? Like homie was just on top of the world, like national type blow and shit like that. He delayed dropping music. Come on, man. People, for people are much more gravitated to the shit that they like that they really understand and shit like that, and people gotta really connect to that shit. So now if you're gonna like have a run or have like a really hit singer, you gotta really be able to really grab them people's hearts, you know what I'm saying? Like really make them feel you and fucking connect with your music and shit like that. So now you can't really do that off just one single. No, that's why we have one hit wonders, you know, one hit, boom boom, next day you out the door. You know what I'm saying? Like Designer. You know them niggas fucking I Love Makonnen. A lot of niggas like it's just funky. Like rappers are supposed to be seeing that shit, cause I'm seeing that shit. You feel me? I'm seeing that shit and I'm like, damn, rappers gotta just go hard. You can't just make one song and just pop and just chill. You know what I'm saying? So I love how Blxckie did the thingy for him dropping the album and announcing the shit without even wasting any time. Frank Casino went through that shit. Frank Casino, he had a nice run, he had a nice blow, his name was really rocking. He didn't put out no music, he had no album out, he just delayed the something new EP that he did, or something new to me, something about, I don't really remember that shit, but that shit came late. People really fucked with it. Most was his core fan base, but that shit didn't really, you know, up his name like that. So yeah, man, I feel like so that nigga dropped Before Now, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Before Now is just like the biggest 2021 debut for me. I don't know about y'all niggas, but I didn't see a debut as big as Before Now, you know, for 2021. And no nigga ever seen that shit. Like them niggas blow on the internet like that, and people just rap with their songs, but they don't really hit like the nationwide type shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't really hit the nationwide type shit. Like how MT, remember how MT did it? Like MT was like Roll Up, it was super smash. That shit just went out the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit didn't play no games out here. So a lot of niggas don't really have it like that. It's the truth. A lot of niggas don't really have it like that, man. You gotta really grind, drop the music, go hard. You can't be playing that big boy shit, especially when you're in the come up. Yeah, man. So moving along, top of the year, A-Reece, he dropped a project, a mixtape titled Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory. You know what I'm saying? That project was lit. A lot of people didn't fucks with it. Like as always, like whenever A-Reece drops a new project, people don't fucks with it. So what happened was he dropped the project on March, I think a few days after or before his birthday, not sure. And then he already dropped I think the 5-year plan came before. Yeah, I think the 5-year plan came before. And then he dropped that. The visuals are sick. Oh, the visuals are sick. You know, like that type shit. Like usually it's international directors, like video directors that do that shit. South African directors, they're not really onto that shit like that. Studio space always fucking with some party vibe scenes. They don't really like get like in the action like that type music videos. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to A-Reece for doing shit like that and acting it out. I'm about to break the bank. You know, that shit like just gives the song a whole new vibe and a whole new perspective. And the Joey Fats cosign. How many y'all niggas know a cat named Joey Fats? He's from the States. He's a rapper, a really conscious rapper too. So a lot of people like he's not really, you know, like when you say a rapper today nowadays, they niggas think about Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like the Baby, Kodak, like Uzi. You know, like all these trapreneurs, if that's the word. You know, but Joey Fats is like an underground cat. Joey Fats is like an upcoming nigga. He's like on the underground scene and shit. So he got a song with A-Reece, 2 songs actually. One is on his latest project. I forgot the name of the album. You know what I'm saying? So they did that, and the cosign is really lit. The cosign is really lit because I don't know. A lot of people have been like really anticipating for Reece to go international for years. Some have even like, that nigga ain't never going international and shit. He ain't never been to all that shit. Nigga, that nigga gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. That nigga gonna do whatever the fuck he wants, whenever the fuck he wants. You know what I'm saying? So he's not answering to nobody. He's unsigned. You know, he's independent. And come on, obviously you'd expect an independent nigga to move like that. You feel me? So get off his dick. I fucks with the cosign and shit. And a lot of things like that people don't really what can I say, acknowledge about A-Reece and shit. That nigga dog, he raps with Stogie T, like toe to toe. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's a Stogie feature on that project. I think the song is called Bravo. Yeah, Bravo. That shit's lit. That shit's lit, no lie. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of niggas don't show gratitude to that shit. You feel me? They don't show gratitude to that shit, and like Reece deserves that shit. You feel me? He deserves that shit. A lot of niggas don't really rap the Stogie toe to toe like that. If they do, they get washed. You know what I'm saying? They get washed, like they get dissipated within minutes, fast. You feel me, nigga? Like, come on, that's Stogie T, bro. So shout out to Reece for like always, cause I feel like this is not the first collab they did. I think they have a song together before this one. I'm not really sure. So yeah, Heaven Can Wait also dropped in 2021, late 2021, as they had hinted on this other interview they did with these other niggas that sell weed and shit. Cause they hinted that that's where they name dropped the album. That's where they name dropped it. I think the dates too, cause it was like they in fact they only name dropped the month. You feel me? They only name dropped the month, and people were like, okay, cool. Now we're getting excited. As usually, you know, A-Reece, there's no single. That nigga doesn't do any singles for no album. That nigga just drops. You know what I'm saying? He's like, bah, nigga, get the whole shit, bah, immediately. You don't really play. So there was no single. Oh yeah, no, in fact, I'm lying. I'm capping. They dropped Ridiculous. Shit. Yeah, I forgot about that. Damn, they dropped Ridiculous, and it came before the album. And I also feel like that shit should have came with the video. You know what I'm saying? That song should have dropped same time with the video, together with the video, and it dropped immediately and shit like that. They needed that. Cause I feel like most of the time, like artists that drop the single with the video, the single really pops off. Am I capping? You know what I'm saying? Like the single really pops off and it really goes up the most and it resonates. Like as soon as the album drops, people be like, oh shit, cause already they're like connected with the single prior with its visuals. You feel me? So I feel like if rappers could do that, they'd get like really lit. So let's get on the album. Heaven Can Wait. I know what y'all thinking. This nigga's about to write dick. Fuck no, nigga. I feel like the album is It's a good album, I haven't really listened to it a lot, but I've played the intro. That intro shit is sick. That intro shit is sick, man. And shout out to Jay Jody for holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Jody for holding it down, man. Like, to be honest, I feel like Jay Jody really out rapping Reece on this project. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, I feel like Jay Jody is really like coming in at homie, and he doesn't play about that pen, nigga. You feel me? Like, Reece really spitting, especially on the on confrontation. We're gonna get into that in a few. Like, he's really spitting, but that intro it's also automatic. Jody really spitting on that shit. What else is he spitting on? Like, most of the songs, I feel like Jody like really held it down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the project is good, man. A lot of people be hating on it. A lot of niggas are hating on it on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Even on just like internet, like people saying, it's mid, it's what, bro. That project has only been out for like what 2-3 weeks. Nigga, listen to the music. You know what I'm saying? I know like, I'm like, Reece should come with the fire. Yeah, but like really listen to the project and like really listen to the music. You're probably gonna fuck with that shit. So like that's really dope. Oh yeah, so the confrontation, that song I really caused a lot of what can I say, like a lot of buzz, a lot of frenzy in the Twitter streets or on the internet and shit. Mesh Beats tweeted out, I can't really remember the tweet, fuck it, but Mesh Beats tweeted out that the new shit was like weak or something, but he tweeted out some bullshit saying the project is trash. I don't know why he did that, because even though let's just wait. Let me just tell you what that nigga said. Some of y'all saw it. That nigga said the album is mid. That nigga said the project is not really lit. That nigga said Reece is playing the victim. He's trying to get people to feel pity for him, people to feel sorry for him. I don't know and shit like that. But I feel like Reece was addressing the shit since he's been quiet about it ever since it happened. Even Mesh Beats didn't really speak up about it. He only spoke out a few, like a year ago, I think. Yeah, early 2020, speaking out about when the Fire in the Water project was removed from iTunes and like digital stores, and then like it was re-uploaded on a different label, which is not the Rubber Band Gang. So like that's the only time, like, cause like Mesh had to do some shit resulting to the project will be back on, whatever. So a lot of people don't really know what that meant, but it was just like out there in the media that Mesh had dipped and like he no longer fucking with Reece no more. So I fucked with that confrontation song. I like it when Reece like really spitting like that and really opening it up, because I feel like Reece is one of those cats that his rap skill, like, it's when people want him to open up, and when he's sounding like he's opening up, he's really not. You feel me? He's really not. He likes using these sublimes a lot, and like thought-provoking type of lines that need you to like really digest them and shit like that. So he's that type of rapper. So yeah, let's move along. Words. Oh man. Words also dropped the project last year. It's called what is it? A Praying Mother, or a Mother That Prays, something like that. I don't know. That nigga dropped the project. The last project he dropped, it was 2019. Pierce the Resistance, and that's like 2019. He only had 2 songs. So he drops no single. What are y'all rappers doing, man? Why aren't y'all dropping singles before the project? Why aren't y'all dropping? Like, y'all niggas acting like y'all some big dog in the game. Y'all niggas acting like y'all some dropping no promo, no nothing. Then you go #1. Nigga, fuck out of here, bro. Nigga, you gotta drop music. You gotta drop music. People resonate with the music. People fucks with you because of the music. So if you're not gonna drop the music, what the fuck you doing? You're just wasting our time and wasting your motherfucking time, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So Words dropped the project. Man, I feel like if rappers don't wanna sign deals, let them better make sure that your paper is straight. You know what I'm saying? If you don't wanna sign a deal, which the label's gonna put the money behind you, and you don't really wanna fuck with that because you gotta recoup the money later, nigga, have some money in your pockets, bro. You gotta fucking invest in your videos. You gotta fucking invest in your brand. You gotta fucking invest in your team. The way you maneuver, my nigga, the way you play the game, you gotta be like that shit gotta be top 8. That shit gotta be top notch, you know what I'm saying? Like A1 type shit, you feel me? So if you're gonna go independent and you're gonna shoot low budget shit and you ain't gonna spend shit on promo, you ain't gonna do shit, my nigga, what the fuck are you hoping to achieve? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that I get when I'm thinking about Words, man. Like, Words is a really dope rapper, and for the fact that he's like, he fucks with Reece and he's closer to Reece, that shit gives him an advantage to like Reece's audience, because they could also gravitate to his sound, which is good for him, you know what I'm saying? But now if he's gonna move like he's just like some big dog who's been in the game 10 years and like whenever he comes back it's classics or hits on hits, fuck out of here, bro. That shit don't work, you know what I'm saying? And another thing about Words is that Words, what he did, that he doesn't do even like, he doesn't even do snippets. You know what I'm saying? That nigga doesn't do snippets, doesn't do interviews. That nigga doesn't do radio. Like, he's not out there, he's not maneuvering. Like, his team, I don't know what the fuck they doing, man. If they smoking weed with him in the house, chilling, got some bitches in it all the time, bro, that shit gonna outplay you. Like, feel me, dog? Like, that shit gonna outplay you, dog. Like, you gotta get on your grind. You gotta. The market today is not like fucking back in the days. Shit changed. People gotta be. Let me tell you something. You know how Uzi popped off? I don't know if y'all lot of niggas like follow Uzi shit. Uzi popped off with like always being talked about on the internet. You feel me? Like when you go on Spotify, Uzi shit. Apple, Uzi shit. Facebook, people talking about Uzi. Like that what's that song he did? Fuck, what's that song he did? The music video is like, it's his like animated version. I forgot that shit, but that shit was like a super smash. And he always was on the people's faces, like song video, snippet, some shit, some troll, some shit. You know, that's how he really popped off. Now you don't really gotta have to do that shit. To be honest, you don't really gotta have to do that shit because he's solidified his name. So Words gotta do the same shit, man. So that's just what I'm gonna say about homie. By the way, I fucked with that piece, that Resistance. That Gone for the Season song, that shit deserved the video, that shit deserved the push. That Real Niggas Only was supposed to be one of his big hits, considering that shit featured Reece and it was a smash, you feel me? I fucked with that song, but that nigga didn't do shit, he just dropped it and forgot about it. That shit lame, bro. What else? Oh, one thing about Words too. A lot of people don't know Words, you know what I'm saying? So he still needs, I feel like he still needs big features, you know what I'm saying? He still gotta collaborate with like big artists, be visible on other people's songs, you know, jump on other people's features, you know, get other people that are in the game on his project. He can't always like be featuring the same nigga the whole time, you know what I'm saying? He gotta be like diverse and multiply his shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Let's just move on to that shit. So yeah, another nigga that dropped, it's Shane Eagle. Shout out to the Shane Eagle fans, rich people. I know y'all niggas go hard for that nigga. So yeah, Shane Eagle dropped 2-song EP, Sun and Baby Blue 4s. That shit was a fire for me. I like the visuals too. Like, you know, that's like some different shit. You know, just he ain't doing shit that's like relevant, like not like really relevant, but man, I don't really mean it like that, but I'm saying like he's not doing the same shit that other niggas are doing. Like, he's not just videos in the club, videos in the mansion, honey's outside, you know, baddies got their tits, ass out and shit in the videos, pouring liquor, party, you know what I'm saying? Got some shit that's different, shit that's like really thought-provoking and mind-capturing, shit like that. So I fucks with the project. Y'all better go get it if y'all ain't got it. I fucks with Shane, man. Yo, so shut up. Another nigga is Lucasraps, man. Lucas, big gosh. He's a fire spitter, no lie. Fire bars, no lie. Dope freestyler too. I saw him on live the other day. He was holding a doobie and he was in his bag. He was like, I feel like that's one of the niggas who still like spit like off the dome type shit, spit off the dome type shit. He really got it. So he also dropped the project 031 to the world after a 3-year motherfucking come up. That nigga dropped the project. I don't know why niggas do this. A lot of niggas see what happens to niggas that do this, but they still do it. Like I mentioned, Young Swiss. I mentioned Frank Casino. I mentioned who else? You know, somebody else also got that the same situation. Niggas pop off, had a wave, no project, no album, no video, nothing. Just chill. Like, just chill. Nigga, what the fuck? Like, who do you think you are, bro? Like, come on. Stop playing yourself, dog. Like, stop playing yourself. Lucasraps project didn't do well. It's a debut project. That shit's supposed to be fire. That shit's supposed to be classic, up there on the wall, you know what I'm saying? That shit didn't do shit. 80%, 70 or 60% of the songs were on there had already been out. He had dropped the songs. My nigga, how can you record an album for 3 years? How many songs were on there? I think like 12, 13. That nigga, he took fucking 3 years to record 13, 14 songs. 9 or 8 of those singles were already out. Some have been like out a year ago. Without Me dropped a long time ago, bro. Like, people don't want to hear that shit. They're new music, bro. You're in the studio all the time. Zuchi was supposed to be on that shit. You was in the studio with Zuchi popping up some shit on Instagram. Bro, you were supposed to lace that shit, dog. Like, you were supposed to come there with some bangers, come there with some slappers, some video. Nigga, you were supposed to go on tour for that shit, you feel me? As your debut project. Man, I don't know what these niggas are doing. So, I don't know. I think I should give some of y'all niggas a background check on Lucas. You feel me? Like, some of y'all just know him now, like, cause now like that nigga's really booming. Like, homie's up. You feel me? He's up. So Lucasraps is from Durban, you know, born I think in Durban. So what happened is Lucasraps meets Nasty C. You feel me? Meets Nasty C, and around about like 2018, 2019, and that's like when Strings and Bling was popping off. Like, hits were banging on that shit. Like, Nasty C was really on another pedestal at that time. So Lucasraps apparently or allegedly reached out to him, and Nasty didn't have like, Total Raps wasn't even up yet. I don't think Total Raps was like operating at that time. So allegedly Nasty C linked up Lucasraps to Pori. You know, shout out my Porisa. She linked up Lucasraps to Pori, because Pori just started Black Boy, and Pori fucked with Lucas, like, oh yeah, cool, come kick it at the mansion, you know. And then Lucasraps started fucking with Pori, co-signed Pori, and then they dropped the project, the Black Boy EP. Reese was on there, Vino was on there, Lucas was on there, a lot of cats were on there, but like from the it was a hip hop project actually. Some of y'all people don't know that Pori is so versatile. Then you got everything. You got Afro songs, you got Afro hits, you got hip hop bangers, you got there's a song he did with Zingah and Kwesta, the shit, you know what I'm saying? So he dropped that project and he had Lucas on it, and that's where the cosign came from. So moving along, another nigga who did some moves in 2021 was Nasty C. He's a goat, man. He's a goat, and anybody who's saying he's not, man, suck a dick. That nigga is a goat. He's the shit, and he's dope. I just fucks with him. So he did the feature on Dex's album, the 40 Days, 40 Nights single. They did the video. Nasty C actually shot the video from their side. I think he shot it the same week with the Why Me video with Audio Mac, cause his Instagram was really popping off that week. He was showing a lot of snippets and shit. So he shot the video this side, and then Dex shot the video on the other side. That song is lit, and for the fact that Dex used it as a single, it's actually good for Nasty C's exposure to like a different crowd and different audience. So he got the feature on Dex, he got the feature on Domani's album. I don't know if y'all niggas know Domani, but Domani is T.I.'s son who raps. He's really fire. He's a fire ass kid. He's also featured on Domani's album. He once said, Nasty C once said he's gonna shoot the video for the song this past December. He said he was gonna fly to the States to shoot the video for the song on Domani's album. I don't know if that was possible, or like that shit was possible, because Nasty was just on some gigs like this past December, and like local gigs most of the time. It didn't really go out much. I think he only did Kenya. He did Kenya, I think, like the past few weeks actually, and then he did Nigeria a few weeks ago when there was also rocking with Blxckie out there. And then yeah, Nasty getting the bag, man. Nasty getting the bag, and I like he had the run. I fucked with the run that he had with Avery Lennox. That song, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I say when niggas gotta push their albums. Nasty had a song like Black and White. He pushed that shit to the fucking sky, bro. That shit skyrocketed. I think it's like what, multi-platinum certified right now. You know what I'm saying? It's multi-platinum. 2 times, 3 times, I'm not sure. But that shit went out the roof. You feel me? Like that's what you gotta do. The album didn't really do well, like according to Nasty C's core fan base, or like not really his core, but people who like it's not like Strings and Bling, it's not like Bad Hair, all that bullshit. Yeah, I feel that in a certain way, but it really did well than a lot of albums that y'all consider were lit and which were not. You feel me? So shout out to him. And I know a lot of people been saying that he got a fucked up deal. Man, let's address that shit. So Nasty is signed to Def Jam. You know, he's signed to Def Jam US, actually, not the African one. And an artist like him, who's like a South African artist, to sign to a major label like that, chances are you'd expect him to catch a 360. Would expect him to catch a 360. A 360 is a deal where the label gets like majority of the profits and shit. Things like 80, and then the artist gets like 20. Depends on the contract. So a lot of people would expect that shit would expect that shit to happen to Nasty C because of his audience, or his brand internationally was not really solid at the time he started at the time he signed the deal with Def Jam. But now I think it's like really creeping into the scene slowly. So a lot of people say, that's a trash deal, bro. Even if it's a trash deal, the money that he makes, which is considered little, he pulls in much more. So his cut is not so much like, it's not really bad. You know, like he's really getting his, bro. That nigga got like 400k grills, bro. Like, remember that shit? Like, that shit, come on, bro. A nigga spending that much on grills, he really got it. You feel me? So, quit that shit. Quit saying that shit, like, man. Even if it's true, fuck it. He's really getting his. A lot of niggas would sign to the FGM deal. Some niggas would sign to that label for free. Some of y'all niggas would sign for free, so stop bullshitting. Another thing is the Nasty C collabo on yes, on what am I saying, on Blxckie's song, yeah, that song. Nasty C being featured on that song was actually good for him, considering that Black and White was already on its top on his peak. It wasn't gonna go above that at the moment, you feel me? So he needed that signal to really kind of remotivate his run, or like really rekindle his spark into like always moving, always in action, always like his foot down the pedal and shit like that. So that shit was really good for them both, you feel me? Even though it was like good for Blxckie more, but I feel like that's also good for Nasty C because he really needed that banger, that new hit on the street. And yeah, even the Why Me Too song by it's his, but he gave it to Audio Mac. So in a way, I feel like it made more sense for him to give it to Audio Mac than it would have been his, you know, featuring Blake. It would have been like, oh, now he would have been dope though, because they both are Durban cats. So shout out to that. Another nigga who dropped was Mesh Beats. We were talking about him just now. Mesh Beats dropped a project with Tato Saul. I don't know if y'all niggas know him. I only heard about him when the project came out. I've never heard about him anymore. Before. So a lot of people fuck with the project on the streets. Like, they really fuck with the project. I listened to it, but I don't know how I feel about the project. I feel like I still need to listen to it more. I didn't really listen to it enough. You know, I feel like I still gotta listen to it a bit more, but I heard a few songs, you know, that like really got my head nodding and shit like that. So I don't really want to speak much about it because I don't really know about it and shit like that. I'm just gonna say that the project didn't do well, considering how the previous Smash Beats project would do on the charts and like sales wise. Man, I don't know what the fuck these niggas are doing, man. A-Reece, Smash Beat, man. What the fuck y'all niggas doing, man? Like, y'all niggas out here beefing on some bullshit. Like, bro. Y'all niggas make the best music together. Me, I feel like a lot of people gonna feel like that too. A lot of people feel like y'all better together. Even I feel like a lot of people felt the same with you and Flame and Reese had a dope collaboration spirit together. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why these niggas split, cause that shit totally bad for A-Reece. He got Iceman Beats producing for him now and shit like that. Not to say that Iceman Beats is not cool and shit, but I feel like he's just dope and way better with Mash. Feel me? And yeah, y'all niggas gotta kiss and make up, man. MT dropped. I fucks with MT, man. He's like one of my favorite artists. Like I feel like he's the anchor of the nation for me. You know what I'm saying? Like that nigga is holding SA like this. If you think I'm capping, fuck you, nigga. I don't give a shit. That nigga's lit. MT got the whole SA like this. He's not really the top artist right now or the most rotating artist right now, but nobody's on that nigga level for me. Consider like in the ATM type sound, because I feel like that's the sound that's closest to SA hip hop. If you can say if you say the word SA hip hop and you're trying to find a definition to that shit, that's just ATM, and that's just what MT sounds like. Even with Java too, you know, because Java is also more hip hop sometimes. So yeah, what is it? The song was the project did good. The project did good. I fucked with it. MT really came through, you know. But I feel like the reason people didn't really gravitate to it as much is because rappers like MT are like label artists, dog. You feel me? They're not really built for that independent wave or a journey. They're not really built in to handle things like that. Like MT is just a nigga that gotta smoke a blunt, get in the studio, drive a fucking foreign car, you know, a Rari, Benz, you know, you got the tat. You know what I'm saying? Studio, do all that shit, you know, that's just what he gotta do. Not to be worried about businesses, contracts, radio, meetings, video shoots, schedules, and all that shit. You feel me? He's a label artist, and I feel like he's much better when he's signed. So that shit played a role in people gravitating to the album. And yeah, there were hits on that though. There were hits on there. I feel like all my life, and that shit was lit for me. That's like the dopest single on there for me, number one. And Long Way was lit. Long Way was super lit. A lot of people liked Long Way. I saw a couple of people tweeting that. I saw a couple of screenshots. You know, people fuck with that. And Logan, the title track. Logan, the title track too. Like, he dedicated that song to his kid. You know, his second born. So that shit's lit too. Yeah, moving along. Who else dropped? Where is this nigga? No, I went. Yeah, Cooley China just dropped too. He dropped a single last year titled Zingah Say She's Some More. That shit's dope. Featuring Stino 20, produced by Tyler, ICU. That song was like it was more infused of hip hop and piano sound. You know, it had that boom 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 boom, you know, like that hard banging 808 with the BPM of a hip hop beat. You feel me? So and to let y'all guys in on a secret, I heard that song actually like a few weeks before it was even finished. So I heard it like when like I only heard like Cooley's verse, you know, without the Stino 20 verse, and then I heard it. Let me just say, like, I heard it before it dropped, and I heard it before it was finished. So I was actually fortunate enough to be somewhere in the studio where it was played exclusively, you know. So yeah, shout out to that. And yeah, man. One thing about Cooley is like a singles artist. You feel me? Like, I'm not really informed much about his career like that, like, because I don't think I was really into hip hop music when like Cooley was like, even if he was, but I was not really onto him like that. But I've always felt like Cooley was a singles artist. I've always felt like Cooley was his projects, like full length albums. They were like cool. The some were cool. You know what I'm saying? Like you'd fuck with a few songs on there, but I can't really name one project of Kulichana. That's like hit from track 1 to like track number last. You feel me? So yeah, man, Cool is lit. He's a legend. So he pioneered the way for a lot of cats. No bad. The SA Hip Hop Awards happened. Kwesta won Artist of the Decade. Man, a lot of people saying, Kwesta bought that shit. What the fuck, man? Y'all niggas tripping, bro. Like, y'all niggas really think there's a nigga who did it better than Kwesta in the past 10 years? Really, nigga? Come on, name one. Name a nigga y'all think who really did it better than him. Nobody, bro. That nigga did fill up the dome. That's a milestone. A lot of niggas, that shit's like what, 4 or 5 years old. How old is that shit? 20, when was it? 2015. That's like 6-7 years ago. And nobody's ever do it. Like nobody's ever done it ever since. It got shut down now, but nobody did it. Only him. And he filled that shit up. He sold merchandise. The nigga made a whole lot of guap. Came back, copped a Bentley. You feel me? Flexing on these niggas, man. So shout out to Kwesta for winning the Artist of the Decade. That shit's like super lit, and that shit's like really like y'all niggas always talking about giving rappers their flowers, man. Kwesta deserve that shit. Reese's fan base was going crazy though on the votes. Them niggas were going crazy on the votes, bro. They were like really shutting everybody, like they had the gap. Even Cass had to come in like a few last weeks, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the first few weeks when the polls were open, the Slimes had that shit on lock. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Reece also won the Lyricist of the Year. Shout out to that. Everybody know Reece got the bars, man. Everybody know Reece got the bars, so he deserves that shit. Come on. Other than Pretty though, I don't know why Pretty wasn't nominated, because it's like one of the hardest. You feel me? Moving right along, the Big Hash also dropped A-Reece, the EP. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But what I could say about the Big Hash is you need to get in his bag, bro. I hope the album packing some heat, bro. I hope the album packing some heat, bro. Like, you need a banger. Ricky no longer around, dog. You need a banger, my nigga. You feel me? You need some shit to fuck up the streets. You feel me? Like ASAP, dog. Like, no cap. You feel like, so that's how the shit just gonna go. Bro, you need to drop more often. You feel me? Oh yeah. So another nigga who dropped is Echo. You know, shout out to Flames, nigga. Echo the Beast. He dropped the Beauty and the Beast project. Another nigga, man. No promo, no visuals, no big feature, no interviews, no inside type shit. That shit is bound to flop, bro. In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, a nigga like Echo. Okay, picture this. A nigga like Echo is not really that big. You feel me? He's not really like a big artist, a huge artist, or a national type of artist. You feel me? So his fan base is not that large. His reach is not that far. You feel what I'm saying? So that nigga needs to drop promos, dog. Like, he needs to put money behind his shit. He needs to like really get his shit popping, like promote the shit. You feel me? Like, everywhere. Like, that shit gotta be all over the streets. Like, Echo dropping a project. Everybody gotta know that shit. You feel me? Like, radio, TV, blogs, vlogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gotta know. Like, spaz the shit. Put money behind the shit. Hire people. Get a staff. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be like, dog. Another thing, like, you need visuals. The project dropped. I don't know. I saw some visuals with him and who's this nigga, Mello. They dropped some visuals. I'm not really sure which song they dropped to, but I definitely didn't think that shit's from the album, from the project. You know what I'm saying? I definitely didn't feel like that shit, bro. Like, I feel like the homie just chilling. He's not doing no interviews. He's not doing features. He's not fucking with anybody. He's not doing shows. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because the only time I see him perform is when he like fucking opening up for, I mean, like coming out on a Flame set. You feel me? So Ecuador, get your shit together, my nigga. No cap. Oh yeah, the great Dakar Kwesta. Shout out to K1 people. You feel what I'm saying? Kwesta dropped the project this year, an album, full album, after how many years? When did Dakar drop, bro? When did Dakar drop? 20? I'm not sure. I could be wrong. 2017, 18. You know, that shit went wild. Spirit was crazy. Multi-platinum. And yo, for some of y'all, Kwesta actually got the record for most platinum hip hop South African album. You feel what I'm saying? Like, his shit went like 7 times platinum, which is equivalent to like 120 120,000 copies sold, I believe. A lot of streams though, but like really like authentic copies, like 120,000. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, bro, that's the shit. So I felt like the project was alright. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the project was alright. So I don't really. Come on, though. That shit didn't even come close to Dakar 2. You know what I'm saying? It didn't even come close. They didn't even do a little scratch. They didn't even. It was super far from Dakar 2. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like Kwesta, him delaying the project, that shit made the people lose the drive and the pull. Cause he also didn't really promote that shit much. He did a few campaigns. I saw him did a few campaigns, I believe. But then that was just it. He a demon though. Kwesta is a demon. Kwesta is a fucking demon. He's a killer on the mic. No doubt that. Everybody knows that. I feel like him, Reason, are like the really top tier youngins. Like, not really youngins, but like young OGs. You feel what I'm saying? Because they're not really that old. You feel me? But in the young OG like area, I feel like him and Reason like really got the bars on lock. No bad. So I feel like his sound hasn't really upgraded. You feel what I'm saying? Like he's rapping the same way he was rapping on Dakar 2. You know, he's jumping on the same type of production. I don't know, cause like Makwa ain't no longer at Rap Life. I was gonna talk about that, but I don't really think it fits today's catalog, like the beef between Makwa and shit, the whole split shit Chinese. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I don't know why he's jumping on beats like that, bro. Like homie gotta upgrade his shit. Like me and my homies usually talk about this shit. Like yo, niggas who were like popping 6-7 years ago. Come on, dog. A beat that was hard, like a beat like Kara Kara today. I swear to God, my nigga, that shit ain't doing shit. You feel me? But back then it hit, and even today it still hits because the first like blow you heard from it, it was like super out of this world. You feel me? So that's just it, man. Let me fix my shit real quick. I feel like I was banging on the couch and shit. So yeah, what else do we have? 2021 people. It was a super great year though. We lost a lot of good people too, which is sad. So let's just move along. Oh shit, damn. Yo, people, why the fuck did Zingah sign to 5th season? Why the fuck did that nigga do that? Why the fuck? Bro, fifth season, I don't really consider it a record company nowadays because there's no hot artists on it. Besides Zingah, I could say, which doesn't really make sense why he's on there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these artists, man, Zingah got a young core fan base, you feel me, that he has on the side, the Lords, you know, Lord of the Jig. But I feel like he don't really need a label, like, even if he do need a label for his career, because I feel like past few years he ain't really like the same Zingah who was like really banging. But not 5th season, dog. Not 5th season. AKA nearly got washed by 5th season. The Big Star Johnson, nobody knows what the nigga had. Homie turned to an alien out of his world, you feel what I'm saying? 5th season did that, so I don't know why the fuck Zingah did that. So, yo, these niggas, man, I don't know what the fuck they want. I really don't know what the fuck they want. And I feel like Zingah should have used the momentum for the song he did with Blxckie, Santo Santo. He should have used that, like, the song and the drop, the momentum it had on the streets and like in the internet and shit. He could have capitalized that to like drop more and more singles. Was like that's like a hit where he's probably alone or with another nigga. That's gonna be like the sort of stepping stone to the project. Cause I feel like Zingah needs a project, though. Zingah, dog, you fucking need a project, dog. You're like, you need to get your shit together, bro. Like, too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of people fuck with you too. You feel me? And they really need you to like step up, put your foot on these rappers' necks. You feel me? Like, just gotta go like that, bro. What else happened? 2021. Let me see. Yeah, that's run about it, man. Yeah, I think that's just it. You know, like another thing that I'm hoping for 2022 hip hop in like SA. I feel like the restrictions, COVID restrictions ain't gonna be so bad. I hope. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they're just gonna like lay low for a bit. And that shit means just one thing I wanna start with. Shows, concerts, gigs, gigs. I wanna see that from like one of my favorite rappers, man. You know, Nasty, Abisanto, bro. A-Reece, Reece Effect, bro. Blxckie's already on that Before Now tour. She's going crazy too. And shout out to that. Didn't speak about that, but shout out to the Before Now tour. He's doing numbers. Devin was crazy. I saw the thing. That nigga did the crowd surf. Yo, let's be real. Let's be fucking real right now. How many rappers you know do the crowd surf in SA? You could probably count 5 or 4. I bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, AKA. I remember that shit that happened a few years ago. That shit was crazy. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like the South African audience is not really open to that type of shit. They really gonna like that shit's gonna be like successful to an artist if they really fuck with you. Blxckie, everybody fuck with Blxckie. Feel me? So niggas gotta do shows, you know what I'm saying? Niggas just gotta level up, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of money in the business, for sure, because there's a top group that's really getting it and really knows how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? Like DJ Maphorisa, he knows the game. He plays it like effortlessly. Casper's playing it like carelessly.